Hello, Internet. My name is Bryn Anarchy, and this is GregTech New Horizons, Episode 3. As you can see, I was very, very busy between episodes. I dug out a full chunk for our base and decorated it a little bit, starting to think about block palettes and aesthetics. There's an Enderman coming in and out. That's lovely. I also did dig underground here into the cave system and light it up a little bit, so there should be less monster noises than there were, although obviously that Enderman is still around somewhere. What else have I done? I opened some gardens. I got pretty much everything planted. We're pretty close to fully planted here. And I did explore the map some more. I finally found a village, which is the big thing I've been trying to do during my explorations. This village does have, you can't really see it from this map view, but it does have a Tinker Smeltery in it. I didn't grab that, although I did grab some other stuff from the village. I will go back to the village to grab the smeltery when we get to the point of building one in our base. So, yeah, I think that was pretty much it. Some mistakes were made while clearing out the caves below the base and getting them lit up. But, yeah, I think we're in a good place to keep moving forward with the quest book. So speaking of, there are a few quests that I finished while going about exploring. So the first one of those was I did finally grow tea and grapes and turn them into, well, tea and raisins. This gives me some salt and butter, which is going to be great for cooking recipes early on. I think butter is... I think I can make a soy-based butter. Yeah, I can use silken tofu. But still, having some of those ingredients without having to make them is nice. Let's see. The other quest that I completed in fishing, farming, cooking, I got a couple quests done. I grew enough barley to finish this barley time, which gives us some crop sticks and some seeds for normal wheat. I also squashed some juice, and I am going to grab the loot bag because loot bags are fun. That's really the answer there. So today, really the goal is to start getting into searching for metals, which is right here. Iron, copper, and tin. Once I submit the charcoal for this quest, it'll start unlocking sort of this part of the quest book, and we can get into that. I am going to plant some wheat, though. Is this where I wanted to put the wheat? Yes. Okay. Wheat planted. And... yeah, the crops can go there, and actually I should move bone meal there as well. I did some reorganizing. It's definitely not into its final state. But we're getting a little more organized here. Okay, so quest book. We need charcoal. We can just grab some from the chest. All of this charcoal gives you an idea of just how many times I've refilled those working on getting the base cleaned up and organized and things like that. I'm going to take this metal bucket because this gives us access right away to grabbing some creosote from those coke ovens and using that to make torches much, much more efficiently. I love this torch recipe. With your newly acquired fuel source, you are now ready to process more advanced materials than stone or clay. Iron or copper, for example. They spawn in rather large veins. Use the following quests to locate the most important ones. All right. And this is going to give us, yeah, it wants a big stack of cobblestone. We'll get that naturally when we're sort of going about looking for ores. But first things first, we need to make a pile of torches. So we can just grab a bucket of creosote here, head over to our crafting table, grab some wool, grab some sticks. Do I have sticks? I don't. Okay. Grab some wood then. Turn it into some sticks. And I believe the recipe is like this. Yeah. And every bucket of creosote this way gives us 5 torches. This is going to be a little bit tedious doing until we have the better Tinker's crafting table that lets us leave ingredients in it while we go do other things. Or until we get more buckets. But just a few of these and we will be... I should actually just save that recipe. Let's see. Torch. Where's the one? Save it. Then I can I shift S? There we go. So this is going to take a few back and forths filling up buckets. I will get back to you when I have run out of wool. Okay, and with that, we now have heaps and heaps of torches made with very few sticks and none of our charcoal. So I am pretty happy with that. And let's see, these wood should go here. Bucket can go here. Okay, the next thing to do before we really get into mining over here is think about, wrong button, food a little bit more. Now that we have a bunch of barley, we can turn that into flour and turn that into bread, and then so on and so forth. We can make ourselves some sandwiches and things like that, which will be better for our hunger and give us actual saturation. So if we grab a bunch of barley, grab a couple of these mortars, we should be able to turn it into a bunch of flour. Yeah. Where's that mortar? Okay. And now that we have flour, oh, we get all that stuff. Okay. We can turn flour into dough. This says don't use the NEI recipe. Instead, drop a stack of flour into a cauldron of water. And that is why I have this cauldron of water in the sort of food and crafting area. Boop. We have dough. What do I want from this? Crops are pretty cheap. I think I'll grab a couple more iron buckets just because they make working with anytime I need to grab creosote a little bit easier. And we can also use them for lava when we want to fuel a Tinker smeltery. And with dough, we get bread, we get sandwiches. There's this quest line kind of keeps going. So bread comes from baking bread dough, which is 2 of these. All right, and it wants us to make 8 of those. So that's there we go. Throw these in here to start cooking. And then the other quest is this I like big sandwiches, which wants 8 baguettes. Baguettes are 3, I believe. Yeah. Ooh, and I have just enough here to make 8 baguettes. So let's get them cooking as well. And this dough can go in here. There's other stuff we can use dough for. If we look at this recipe, we can use it to, well, lots of things. See if we can find something relatively small. Relatively easy. There are some relatively easy things. Here we go. Pumpkin bread, dough, sugar, pumpkin, or apple pie, basically the same thing. Carrot cake. Once we have bakeware, this stuff gets pretty straightforward for us to make. Lots of desserts can be made with dough. We can make pretzels, soft pretzels here, all sorts of berry pies. etc., etc. I think there might even be a zucchini bread recipe in here somewhere. I might be mistaken. But we can make all sorts of good stuff. Cool. Our bread is done. First handmade bread. I am going to grab this rolling pin because then we don't have to make one, and we can use rolling pins for lots and lots of intermediate recipes. And the other thing it wants is toast. So it wants us to turn some of our bread into toast, which I will go ahead and do. I'm just going to turn all of it into toast. Now over here, we have our baguettes. Back on this other branch of the quest tree, it wants us to make... All right, it wants us to have 8 cooked pork chops and 8 steaks. I don't have any steaks. All right, so we're not going to be able to finish this quest, but I should at least be able to make a couple of these large bacon sandwiches and get halfway through the quest. So for this, we have to just slice the baguette in half and then put the meat in. So we will grab a knife. We will grab 6. Should be a couple more in here. Yep, 8. If we go ahead and slice the baguettes, we can make these large bacon sandwiches, which we have eaten before. We must have gotten them from a quest reward at some point. But... And then, yeah, you can see bread, 1.5. Toast, also 1.5. But I think toast gives us more recipe options than plain bread does. Yeah. Anyway, doesn't really matter. Food is food. I'm gonna go ahead and eat a bacon sandwich here. And then throw all of this in here. Grab the rest of this and throw it in. Bottom chest is all like raw vegetables. Next up is, well, kind of other random bits and bobs, I guess. Melons should be down here. It has all the meats for some reason, as well as sort of things that are partially processed, like dough and butter, that are used as sort of ingredients for bigger recipes. And then up top is supposed to be for stuff that's kind of eatable as is. At least that is the theory of my organization. Toast complete. I will take the eggs since I've got sugarcane going on outside. Do I have eggs somewhere else besides food? I do. All right, eggs. It's not a lot of eggs, but eggs are eggs. And food is food early on still. For wheat, we'll get kind of more of the same. We'll get more crops and we'll get some barley seeds that we don't need because we've already grown barley. This is kind of the big overall food goal. You can see we need 8 of every Pam's Garden. We need 256 tofu in total. And we need all of these fancy meals. So this is part of why planting such a huge garden early on was a priority for me. I may plant more soy. I think we're going to need it not just for this quest, but also until this quest is done, and until we get cows, we can use soy as a dairy substitute and as a meat substitute in a lot of recipes. I think most of these can actually be made entirely soy-based. But yeah, getting all of this done is going to take quite a bit of time, and I don't want to spend too much time just working on this food stuff, but kind of be aware that's the direction we're going in. And then if I look at our rolling pin, Is it you? Here we go. Shapeless crafting. I was going to say, this is very few things. A few pies. But when we get over here, you can see we can use rolling pins for lots and lots and lots of recipes. Some of which I may be able to do currently. Look at this. Garlic chicken needs cooking oil, some kind of meat, and some garlic. I could make several of these, I think, pretty easily. Chicken celery casserole. Again, as long as I can use, mincemeat or tofu in a recipe, I can kind of get away with lots of things. This zucchini bake is pretty good. All sorts of fruit and nut breads here that I can make. That's not what I wanted. I'm going to have to go through all of this, obviously, off camera, but and decide which things are worth kind of trying to make. But really, any food variety gives me more hearts. So, yeah, like veggie strips here, salt, ginger, 3 of something. That's pretty straightforward. Peanut butter cookies need peanut or pistachio or almond or cashew. But yeah, there's many options here. What is this? Walnut raisin bread. Here we go. I could make this. Do I have cinnamon? I don't think I have cinnamon yet. Oh dear. Well, it's a blood moon. So I think I might actually take some time and maybe make a couple of recipes while I'm trapped in here. I'm not going to make y'all sit and listen to these monster noises, though, so I'll check in with you in the morning when we try to escape. Oh no, I just died with my door open. Just die already! Oh my god, where is it? All right. Well, the morning has not gone well. I opened the door and was immediately attacked by a tiny zombie. So, yeah, feeling great about that. I seem to be missing a spear, which I don't love. Where is it? Where did it go? Where's my spear? Well, that's not good. Didn't have a lot else in my inventory, fortunately. Let's see. I can go in here. You can go in here. Get my tools kind of reorganized. Put away stuff I don't need with me. All right, let's see what we can do about my front yard. Hey, are you aggro? Are you aggro? What are you? Why don't you show up on what am I looking at? Okay. Well, that was a bad idea. Not what I meant to do. Okay. Crisis averted. There's definitely still monsters around, but... Oh, yep. Hello, buddy. I see you. Wait, what was that called? A spitting creeper? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Oh. This is fine. Okay. Okay, yeah, this is actually fine. I'll look at gardens later. Look at crops later. Okay. Oh, of course. Monsters trampled all my stuff. Thanks, monsters. Love you lots. I will deal with that later as well. Yeah, there's definitely some stuff around. So let's see here. First things first, let's clear these death waypoints. Remove. And let's figure out our next steps in the Stone Age. Right. It wants us to give it 256 cobblestone to kind of push the quests forward, but we will get that as we start looking for ores. This whole thing explains how ores work in this mod pack. It's kind of weird, but not that complicated. I'll hold off on this one because I don't want to take that experience just yet, since I'm probably just going to die and throw it away. Let's see. Vegetables can go in there. This can go in there. Iron ingot and string go in here. I will take a stack of dirt just so I have building materials if I need them. And now we're going to go ore hunting. So I'm going to open up Journey Map here and zoom back into where the base is. I know where one ore chunk is already because this ore vein extends all the way under my base, and I was able to access it when I was lighting up the caves in the basement. So, with that in mind, we kind of know where the ore trunk grid is. It's every third chunk. So if there's one here, there will be one down here. There will be one here, right here, and there will be one right here. So I'm just going to go due south from our base, and I'm going to get to this chunk here. And we are going to see what's there. And I will demo once what looking for ore is like in this mod pack. And then once I think y'all have the idea, I won't make you sit through me doing it again because it is tedious. Here we go, ore chunk. And then I like to find 7-7. And on, 7-7 and one of its adjacent squares, we do the slightly safer way to dig straight down using two blocks instead of one so that you can see where you're going before you fall. And we just dig, and we dig, and we dig until we find the ore that we want. And depending on, here we go. This is an apatite vein, which we don't really need right now. So throw a torch on the bottom so nothing spawns, and then we pillar out. All right. I don't really need that there. And then we look at the map and we decide what the next one we want to get is. Let's go here. So we head west.
Later that same evening. The next day.
All right. Well, what just happened is unfortunate. I did actually kind of rage quit yesterday during my recording session, but we're going to deal with it. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hide this death and turn on home. And we're going to go home. So what was I doing? Why was I being an idiot in a cave? The short answer is that it was a redstone vein, which I wanted to make sure was at least a little bit lit up so that when I needed redstone, I could go there and grab some. Obviously, the lighting up process went very, very badly. When I was reviewing the footage, I saw that it was a ninja skeleton disguised as a normal stone block. So what happened was I tried to drop onto what I thought was a ledge, dropped right onto a skeleton's head, and got completely destroyed. Turn that off. So what I'm gonna have to do is, as you can see, I had my Tinker Station with me to be able to repair my tools. My spawn was not set because I had my second bed with me while I was mining. So I'm in a little bit of a mess right now. I'm gonna have to tear down a bunch of trees. I'm gonna have to make some actually, do I have enough? Do I have any patterns? I don't have any patterns. Okay. I'm gonna have to make a new tool station so I can make some tools. I'm gonna make some armor. It'll probably just be the if I go into this without dying chapter, there's wooden armor that I can make. It's not the best armor, but it will do. Oh, and we get a loot bag out of it. Yeah, so that'll be what's going to happen. I'm going to have to make the crappy wooden armor, make myself some weapons, make myself a new shield, and see if I can recover my grave, and I will check back in with you when I'm kitted out and ready to go. Ow. All right, we are back in the hole where I died. I have got no torches, which is probably a bad idea because I need to be able to light up where my corpse was. Hopefully, oh, yep, already got a creeper. Good. But I did make a bow and arrow this time, so hopefully I can take care of most enemies from a distance. Get myself out of here quickly. Hey, buddy. Awesome. Fire. At least I can see what I'm doing. Arrows. Brave. Oh dear, did stuff fall down? Just a little bit. All right, backing out, checking my inventory. It's very full now, but I'm missing all my tools. Okay, that's bad. What do I need to get rid of to make room so I can go grab my tools? Don't need cobblestone right now. Don't need the abyssal stone. Okay. Let's see if we can go retrieve our tools. Don't love... Oh, I've got a stack of torches now. Ha 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 ha. Yes, okay. This is good. This is good. We're gonna be okay. I think we got this. All right. Okay. That was a lot better than it could have been. I think I'm still missing some stuff, but let's get things in here. Shovel, pickaxe, hatchet, matic, food. Yeah. I think I got everything important. I got all of sort of the resources that I gathered. And I think I got most of my tools. I think I'm still missing something. I thought I had more torches, but maybe not. I should really not be doing this. No, I don't see any more torches. Okay. So I think we've gotten everything back. And I am going to go home. I think I would rather have... Where am I? Let's grab some of this cobble. Let's see here. What else is in my inventory? Get rid of some of the dirt. Yeah. Cobble. I don't have a ton of stone at home, and I do still need the 256 stone for the Who's a What quest. So, yeah, definitely still some caves around here that need to be lit up if I want to make full use of this redstone vein. But I believe that I'm going to call this a successful salvage operation. I did lose some arrows, but that's why I made spares. Okay, let's go home. Let's delete this death waypoint, turn home on. Go home, and I will wrap up the episode once I'm there. All right, we are back, safe at home. Turn off that waypoint. And with ourselves being at home now, we can go ahead and... let's see, I should be able to detect and complete this quest. Oh, it wants a bone tool rod. I can't skip the bone tool rod, even though I made my arrows out of wood. Okay, so I can't quite finish this quest, but I should have completed the one for wooden armor. Give us another loot bag there. And now that I have 256 stone, I can turn it in for this quest. And I will again claim the loot bag. And this will let us upgrade our pickaxe to iron. I'm going to hold off on that for now until I mine a little more iron and have it ready to go. But I think as a reward for us retrieving our... I'm going to put these in here for now. For retrieving our stuff and not letting this turn into a complete disaster, I'm going to open some loot bags. So we've got sliced bread. Literally half a slice of bread. I don't know if I can even do anything with this. Does everything that uses sliced bread take 2 slices? Yes. All right. Going well so far. Stone Age, we got leather tunic, which is better than our wood. We'll put that on. We've got ladders. I like ladders. Ladders are useful. We've got bread and a sponge. I don't even know where to put a sponge. I guess it goes in the miscellaneous junk bin. Bread is good. We will certainly use it for something. We've got... Oh no. 32 of these stones. I have no idea what this mod is. Can I use these for something? Okay, this seems like it's a thing. Oh, Twilight Forest, maybe? Okay. We'll look at that later. We got 4 chocolate milkshakes. Those are great. We got some rails. All right. Not amazing, but I'll take them. 8 apples. Ooh, 4 pressure plates. Yay! Haha! Cool. Now I can't leave my door open. And last but not least, more of these? Okay. Well, if anyone knows about this mod, let me know. Getting some extra ladders was nice. We got some armor. We got a couple of good food items out of the loot bags. So, not a total and complete waste of time opening them. And I guess the last thing we can look at before I call it is the sort of state of the map and what I've found so far as resources. So I have found, well, a diamond vein, which is pretty sweet to have found this close to the base this early. This magnetite vein is going to be a source of iron for us right away. Once I mine some of this and I have iron to be a repair material, I'll be able to swap in that iron pickaxe head, and that'll improve our mining everywhere, and that'll be awesome. This one, I believe, is a diamond vein, but I hit some stone that's too hard to mine through. This one I couldn't find, but possibly I just got unlucky where I was digging. I did fall into a one of those, it's the same sort of geode that we saw where the redstone is, and it's possible that it's at that level, and I just have to like break through the walls of the geode to see what this vein is. These two I didn't get to because I was coming down this way when I found the redstone. So we've got redstone, diamond, magnetite. We're really looking for copper. The mica and garnetin veins both have cassiterite and cassiterite sand, which is a source of tin. So these should work for us to have tin. For is it bronze? Copper and tin is bronze, copper and zinc is brass, right? Oh, I put those in the wrong spot. That's why I couldn't find them. Anyway, I need to move my onions. I forgot I had onions because I put them in the wrong place. But yeah, that's so pretty good so far. The big one we're still looking for is copper. If I can find copper relatively nearby, I will be happy. So that's the state of the world. I am going to have to do more mining exploration off camera. And hopefully at the start of the next episode, we will have found all of those resources, and we can be diving into sort of more of these quests here. It also wants us to get some leather, so I will probably actually try to get cows back to base. I think that's probably the smarter move, is to start getting some pens set up for animals and get cows over, get sheep over, so that we have more wool for cheap torches and things like that. We also have these side quests. What does this want? Oh, this just wants me to check a checkbox. Yeah. This is also, you need more wood. It wants us to have 4 spruce and 4 jungle. And it'll give us some saplings for very large trees. those aren't really helpful until we get more of Tinker's set up and we can make the lumber axe from Tinker's. Anyway, I think that is it. Next time, again, we'll come in with more of this map uncovered. Hopefully, I will have had the time to gather some resources ahead of time, and we will start figuring out what our next sort of move is once we have metals. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.